Is Rob? You're not muted on Zoom, but I don't hear you, Melinda. Do you have a board or something? Yes, she does. Oh, I know why. You guys can hear me, right? Because I'm not going to hear you until we go live now. Except that a few of you are on mute. Huh, I should be able to hear. Wait. What happened to the live game sound? I'm confused now. Oh, because we're not on live game. I could switch it here, but then I mess it up for when we go live. So I'm going to drink my water. Man, that coffee's good. This is my solution for not running up and down the stairs a lot. So I can just pour my coffee when I want some. Less than a minute. It is weird because all I can hear is. Oh.
voice is just increasing the pitch of my voice by like
That
half an
works.
octave.
That works.
Like, hi, I'm a little bit excited.
Actually, hey,
It's time.
I'll just let you guys talk while the music's going.
that works.
Oh,
But we like the dance part. It's part of the takedown, man. Always think you're dangerous to me, man. We're good.
here.
It's
put a
better when we
marker.
can actually hear the
We
music.
go crazy.
It is definitely Sunday night, time for Reckless Moves Season 2. My name is Michael Cremeen. I'm the Dungeon Master. We have an amazing cast of buffoons who are going to entertain us with their breaking everything that I planned for about a week in about the first 10 minutes. So this is going to be a lot of fun. The you can find all the character sheets at recklessmoves.com. Well, where we left it last Sunday, the party had an entertaining interaction by capturing one Balthus Selleck in the Dwarven town of Bolthorpe, and he has been bound and gagged because you didn't want him to get away and have him gather 50 minions and come attack you. Not that I had planned that at all. So you have him captured with
You're
with
welcome.
nowhere to go.
Yeah, I
You
think
have
that's
bound
all,
and gagged
Roger.
him. You spent the night having a long rest, courtesy of Ridga, the new leader of Bolthorpe, and you have taken Balthaselic, headed to the Happy Cyclops, your airship, where I will put this off of pause here. Where, as you, one thing I didn't mention last week, as you boarded Balfa and had him bound and gag, you had to hold Sari back. Remember, there is Sari is still on your ship, protecting him, and you still have the book. The Balfa's basically
The
a
register
ledger.
of hostages.
Yeah. And you have sent, I'll pull this up in a second, but you sent word from your newly acquired ally, Ridga, to the town of Ragaz to the south, led by someone who is not nice, named Uklo. And Uklo is where the prisoners are being held. So you sent a list, and you don't know what's happened with that, but that was, you sent a missive to have your ally ask them to be taken back and held at Bolthorpe for future pickup or something you didn't specify. And we find you on the Happy Cyclops, and that's where we pick up the episode. Do you have a diary entry, Maximilia?
I have the better part of a diary entry. Yes. All right. Dear diary, we blew up a ship and then we got to battle in the ruins. It was pretty amazing. So Baltha Selleck was dressed in finery but carried no weapons. We decided to let Temple Daddy know that we got him. You got that right. We caught him. And we figured it was best to bring him directly to Daddy. Once we told Temple Daddy, he was all like, whoa. We managed to do what no one else could. Hooray for us. We found out that all the prisoners were being held in Havaj. Gunga had made a deal with the leader of Uklo, which apparently I got a little bit confused on. Anyway, RKM sent a message to Temple Daddy. He wants us to go directly to him and drop off Selleck before we go and free the prisoners or something. RKM thought it would be a good idea to have King Ridga bring those prisoners to Balthorpe. We found a key on Selleck and we found his component pouch. We opened a chest and found a ring, a pearl, and 1,000 gold, plus a book that was sealed with a wax seal. The dwarves wanted to throw the bad guys into the forge. We told them to slow down a little bit on that. King Ridka let us stay until morning, and Baltha totally peed his pants. A little prestidigitation, and the mess was pretty much cleaned up.
I thought that we prestidigitation to pee in there in the first place.
Well, we may have, yeah, but that's like I said. I know there were a couple of spots where I was a little bit backwards on that this week, but
Yeah, the only comment was Gunga was who got deposed. Ridga is your new friend,
right.
the new king. She is very attractive and has a wonderful beard.
Yes.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
Beards are very attractive.
Oh,
How
and there was
dare-
another thing I forgot. I think a couple friendly Durgar came to visit one of your party.
I was about to
night.
say, I was
And,
very proud about hitting two things at once.
Yes. Multitasking.
No,
We
of
have
course.
learned that Gust is good at multitasking.
I
Finally.
mean, he talked about it for 3 days.
We understood that he was satisfactory.
Yes.
I'll hit right in the middle of the lane.
Yeah,
think
no,
adequate
you're pretty
May have
good.
been the
Twice.
term.
No, twice.
Everything in twos now.
I'm proud of myself. I brought home about that as soon as I learned
If
how to
I
write.
shop CCs in myself.
Southern British.
Max and Gust, if you can move your camera to your
Yeah.
right a little bit.
You all right? Oh,
More me and less of Robbie?
there we go.
Just so it's
How's
there
that?
it is. Now I can see you both.
Hey,
More of you, same amount of Robbie.
I've
Pretty
Just
much.
took off some of his elbow room, that's all.
been focused now.
Well,
So
thank
Sari
God.
is
Focus.
you could I at least punch him? Can I kick him?
Who, Robbie?
No.
No.
Asking about Balfa who's bound and gagged.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's like a pinata. I mean,
You know what? I think that I have an idea. Yeah, a silver piece gets you a punch, and 2 silver pieces gets you a kick.
Hey.
Rock and we are on the same page. I was thinking the same way. We start charging for it, we're going to make
He,
a fortune.
He reaches into his pocket and gives you a gold piece.
oh, everyone, turn around.
Would you like some privacy?
If you are going to look, you ain't sees nothings.
And he
Oh, I want to watch.
Sorry, I don't know
okay,
why
if
I'm
you
being so
watch, he walks
confused.
over and he grabs him by the collar and boom, he headbutts him once right in the nose so his nose starts bleeding.
Mm.
And then he knees him where he cannot defend. And then one big punch and one uppercut. And the guy falls to the ground, groaning and bleeding from the nose. He goes, so worth the gold. So worth it.
Impressive.
And he goes,
Just so you
I'm
know.
going,
That is the only time
I'm-
you should treat a ball sack that way.
The last thing you want is a ruptured ball sack.
I am going to go to my quarters or I'll do something worse.
That's fair.
And he heads
Worse than
out.
going to your quarters. Have fun.
Sari is. The rest of you. Anything you're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Akra and Sephris are basically asking you, where to and what would you like for dinner?
That's fantastic.
Well, we need to go to the North Temple again, right?
Yeah.
Forgot the name
Well,
of that
sure.
particular
It's a little
city.
bit of a flight, you know. Unless you're gonna fast before your meeting.
Oh, we need to stop for supplies, is what you're saying.
We have plenty of supplies in the ship. I'm wondering what you want for dinner here on the ship.
Gus,
Oh.
they're cooking dinner for us.
Oh, that's nice.
What would you like to eat?
You got a leg or something? I'll take that.
he kind of looks at you and goes, like, lamb?
Oh,
Not
that works.
people,
I've-
right?
Nope. I've seen lambs have 4 of them. So I'll take
Oh,
one.
okay. Okay. I don't know how some of you eat. And looks at Oobleck.
Oob.
What do you
I'll take your
Eat?
finest napkins, please.
Word for word, what was in my brain. I know you, ma'am.
But what you can do for real
love that.
special
are you,
treat-
are you
you-
interested in paper or cloth?
There you go.
You know, I've been eating a lot of paper recently. Let's do cloth. We'll mix it up.
Diversity?
Yes.
Silk, if you have it.
Oh.
That's some fancy
Okay.
stuff
the
right there.
finest.
He didn't know whether to say sir or ma'am or what, so he says, okay.
That works.
Okay,
Perfect.
Cube.
He doesn't know. So Sephiroth takes off, and why does he still have a token on? Oh, because he was invisible at one point last.
Oh,
way
and
long ago.
that's not one leg of lamb for the whole party. That's just for Gust.
Well, I mean, I thought I made that quite specific.
I don't know if they understood it, Gust. Just
I'll
Putting it
use
out
hand
there?
signals next time.
there you
Right.
go. Wouldn't want to have to short you any food.
Oh, yeah, and if we have any time on the boat, I will try to teach Roger my rude hand gestures that me and Tick share.
Oh,
'Cause
do you
I-
have a primer for us, like for the especially for the audio?
Oh yeah. So I mean, like a middle finger that goes in the direction of the thing, it means go fuck that. All right, so we're gonna go kill it.
Literal.
Yeah, all right. So if I go,
No, not literal. Not,
I'm like-
not literal.
yeah, all right. So I mean, so if I go like this, as if I'm gonna knock in your grandmother's teeth because she's only good gumming, that's the idea for hold back. Yeah, that's on the internet forever. I can't ever take it back. No, I was just
Oh,
talking, and now I don't know. I mean, I'm a little horrified. A little
And you're married to that.
and I'll let Tick show you the big one.
So what you got to do is you take your right arm, you wind it up real good, like seconds. And then you lift up your left arm and you bring your right arm
Go on.
right to your elbow.
Oh,
And then you flip up your middle finger.
tell them what it means.
It means your place or mine, handsome.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but that's not very good for battle.
Well, you asked.
I thought he was going to show him, so I told him attack.
Although it
Oh,
might be, you don't know. It depends on what type of battle you're having.
Right,
Go-
and whether the
go-
bard has a good persuasion roll.
Yeah.
People find love in the darndest places.
It's true. Including
Yep.
the crevice of an elbow.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
says the robot.
Oh my god!
Now that's on the internet.
You're welcome.
We're married.
Wow.
Go ahead.
We're no
Shut us
different.
up, or it's going to continue.
Yes,
Don't-
please.
Save us.
Don't cancel us, please.
Okay, so anything
Bound
else
first.
with Balfa or the ship?
Do we have a brig on board the ship?
You,
Like some type of a prison cell or something?
I'm going to look. I believe you do. But let me.
Is there some manner of exposed piping or hook over the air elemental enclosure?
I think I just moved you. Maybe not. No, you have extra tokens. You do have a cabin. I don't think you have a formal brig, but you have cabins. You have several cabins you could lock someone in.
About a closet. Well,
Yes,
Well,
there are a couple.
why don't we just hang him by his hands above the acid thing.
I'll just have
Oh, God.
That's a little dark.
Well, I mean, he won't go anywhere.
Well, but if he does, he's only going to go one place.
Yeah, but I mean, is that really such a bad thing?
Well, we have to get him to Temple Daddy.
Yeah, I'll bet you. Don't guarantees because I don't know what's going to happen. I'll
So
bet
there are several cabins and there are a couple closets. And if you go down one level, you could put him in a barrel or something.
Barrel.
I was thinking just some very tight space where he doesn't have a whole lot of room to move around, and we had to recheck his bindings before.
You know
we,
what?
leave
Just
him
watch
alone.
him for a few hours, and I think I got something.
I took the ship on a little bit of a, or the stream on a little bit of a ship tour.
I would
That's
like I can procure an empty barrel, correct? That's what you said?
Yeah.
I would like to use my wood carving tools proficiency to essentially cut the barrel in half lengthwise.
Okay.
Cut one of those lengths in half, one of those halves in half lengthwise. Cut 3 semicircles on each half, on each new quarter.
Oh, you're gonna make a stockade.
I'm making stocks.
Awesome. Stocks. Yeah, not stockade.
And then I would like to build a latch on either side. Stick the little douche nozzle in it. Lock them in.
Can
That's
we, can
pretty
we
inventive.
secure his hands so they can't move, so he doesn't?
Oh,
get
you
They
know
Twitchy
what?
still are,
fingers.
aren't they?
I'm gonna take some measurements of his hands, make some
yeah,
little
but
finger holes.
not if they're in the stocks.
Yeah, so basically,
Yeah,
With the
but if
other
they're in stocks
half-
with their hands apart, a lot of semantic things you have to bring your hands together. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that if he's bound,
just
and
don't
if he's
trust
still
magic
gagged and his
people.
hands are in stocks, he won't be able to do effective semantic parts of spells.
Love it.
love it. Okay, so he is in a stockade, and I'll just chain the stockade to the deck.
What? Who is someone wandering around the ship?
That would be me. Sorry.
I'm like, the ship keeps moving. You can wander
Well-
around. That's okay.
Well, I should
just-
hope so. We're underway.
Well, I'm trying to keep
I get what you
extreme focused. But go for it. Also,
Sorry, I'm just getting reacquainted.
Arion comes up to you on the deck as you're wandering around, and the ship's still moving,
Oh.
but he's not in the pipe.
I mean, you got someone else looking over the stern? Or you got shouldn't you be captaining?
Weren't there originally 2 air elementals on the ship?
Yes.
Mhm. So the other one might still be there.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah.
The air elemental, not our first mate. All right,
No, Arion.
Yep.
So he's missing?
No,
He's just
he
taking
is.
a break.
Enjoying a walkabout.
He's wandering around like, ooh,
He's having a smoke.
Yeah, right.
Just waltzing around.
Would you like a coffee?
he's having a bit of a walkabout.
He's on his union mandated break.
Yep,
Yep,
that's perfectly
That's
fine.
totally fair.
We need to get him a sandwich. I've seen that a lot on people's breaks.
Oh, so
Well, down in the
I would like
in
to
the
do one.
formal dining hall, you are served some wonderful leg of lamb and with mint jelly and
Yeah.
roasted potatoes with peppers and onions. It smells so good. Oob, you have been served a small quilt.
Oh,
Whoa.
Also known as a large napkin.
That's
It is.
exciting.
I feel like that's the napkin equivalent
It's a
of a
small
turkey.
quilt. It's a quilted napkin.
Nice. Ah, the different color threads. Immaculate.
oops, the high life.
But
What?
by eating these multicolored threads for 6 hours, you have a -1 to stealth.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Aw,
It's kinda like-
Oob is rainbow colored now.
That's
You're
cool.
like, as you absorb it all, you don't see any digestion, but your skin is like, ooh.
Hold on, Oop, trust me real quick, all right? I'm gonna be like, okay, go in here, then go stretch up here. I'm gonna put her into the shape of a lava lamp.
Oh.
Oh, and on the desk or on the center of the table, and all you have is candlelight, and you can see kind of like glowing, hitting
Oh.
different corners and moving. Like
This is not gonna be the last time we do this, Oops.
That's amazing.
It is impressive.
Ooh.
Oh, I like it when he shivers.
I have an idea, which I'm going to keep to myself.
Oh no.
Well, me and Oob are tight, right? And like we're
Yes.
kind of besties. So I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Besties.
Rather fun.
Amazing. Oh, amazing.
Love
So,
it.
after dinner, and you've got what I assume you're putting the stocks. Where are they? In the captain's quarters or on the deck?
I think this is up
Yeah, I
there,
think they
Matt.
were
Yeah,
right
they're on
up-
the deck.
Yeah, right on the deck.
Yeah,
Okay.
Matt made them. So
So
very
as you're wandering by, and that was such a good meal.
That's great.
He's just like,
Right?
Mr. Be hungry.
Too bad.
No, we need
So
to
are all those people you harassed.
wait. We don't want to be just as bad as he is. Perhaps we should give him some soups.
I
No.
wish I had my old
Crust of
sandwich
bread,
for my
glass
bag
of
holding.
water.
No, no, nothing. Cannot take that gag out of his mouth.
Well, what if we took the broth and we put it in on the gag so it soaks in, and then he could suck the broth through?
Well,
How long is this trip?
You're going to be there in another couple hours. You're
All
going to
right,
arrive.
He'll be
You're
fine.
You're gonna arrive
Yeah,
in the
he'll
early
live.
evening.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah.
fine. We'll let Temple Daddy deal with him. Let's not
okay,
take any
I think what you
chances.
just described is called soup boarding, actually. It doesn't always work out the way you intend.
More soup for you.
Wait, do you mean to tell me
Oh.
that you silly people breathe out of the same hole you eat out of?
Oh, yeah.
Most
You
of the
see-
time.
Never mind.
That is ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
You should see what I could do with the other holes.
Thank God somebody said it.
I don't understand that innuendo, but I assume it's innuendo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Demonstrations are not required.
No.
Oh,
Not at this time.
boy.
Okay.
Let's get this ball sack over to Temple Daddy.
Oh,
Then you can
um,
do demonstrations
um,
for Rockham.
Akra speaks into the communication portal, and out of a little kind of shell near the dining hall, you hear, "I can see the temple tower in the distance. We might want to come to the deck."
Oh, so everyone come up looking your best. I will affix my best net as my top.
I will. I never look anything other than my best.
That's true, but I'll go up and I'll give you a little spit shine.
Yeah, there's
Little.
you got a smidge, right? You got a literally right there. Yeah.
Little
Oh, still.
smush.
Yep.
I know it
Yep.
tickles.
No, you got it. You got it. It's right there.
All
Look.
right, all right. Look at my eyes.
Wax on, wax off.
Perfect.
Yeah, don't
Or,
say
like,
that around
polishes
Gus.
one horn. It's like,
I like it. I like it. You need like a pool, like, you know, like the top of a pool stick, you know, the chalk.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that and then like a eyeglass.
I like it.
Cloth.
Monocle.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah. It's great.
Nice. All
I
right.
need to
As you arrive, you see that the tower appears to be largely repaired. That the docking berth on the top of the tower for airships is repaired, and you are able to tie off. A couple of your crew go and get you tied
That was
off,
pretty
and
badly
the
messed up last
gangplank
time we were
is
here, right?
what's
Yeah,
that?
It was
Yeah.
really screwed up. There was
So
fire.
it was pretty badly messed up last time we were here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
it was on
was
fire.
about 2 days ago. So basically, they have somehow mended all of the damage to the wood planking that you're tied off to. Now there is still smoke damage on the side of the tower, but it's night, so only you with dark vision you can see that. But other than that, it's evening, and there's some nice lanterns that don't appear to have flame in them, but are nonetheless glowing. And you go down your normal stairs to the bottom of the tower, and you find yourself in a. Those of you that can smell, the 4 of you that can smell, you smell still a little bit of smoke.
Oh, well, I mean, they did a pretty good job, though.
It's a lot better than it was.
No.
And Bishop is sitting on his usual chair.
I hope we don't take this
I need
guy
to-
out of the stocks. I hope we just bring the stocks with us.
Yeah, I mean they're small enough. They're the size of a
Right.
barrel.
Oh, I need to bring
Oh.
Balfa over.
Yeah. All right.
You know what? It's
ready?
it's
1,
canon
2,
now
3.
that we can just like enclose him in the barrel in the socks.
Oh, yeah. These stocks
That's
are
just how I
coming
built
with
it.
us.
So it's like one of those the drum grill where it's
Yes, I know what you're
Split in
talking about,
half.
Raj.
and then you
I
got
had
the
one of
holes
those.
in the
So I'll
top
put him near
half,
the barrels.
and then just clamshell him in there.
Yeah.
And then Gus can just carry him on one arm.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Yep.
It wouldn't be the first bad guy I shot.
And we
to
have
death.
little rags tied between his fingers, so he can't do any of his.
Crazy hand
Semantics.
shits. Yep.
It's good to see you
Semantics.
again.
Magical stuff.
Now, is
Um,
this Temple Daddy that we're talking to? No, this isn't Temple
Yes.
Daddy. Oh, this
Yeah,
is
it is.
Temple Daddy. Oh,
Bishop
really good.
Agnon?
Yes.
For those that don't know Temple Daddy or are just tuning in tonight, Bishop Agnon, one of the leaders of the temple who you do trust.
Yep, he's a pretty swell fella.
And he goes, let me commend you for capturing this scum in such a short time. It's quite a feat.
Well,
What-
you gave it.
Did you learn about his organization? Have you what have
we
you
haven't-
gleaned during your
We haven't really questioned
excursion?
him. As you can see, he's gagged.
Oh, but he had
Bound.
a ledger of all the people he kidnapped, and I show Temple Daddy the book. 'Cause I think I had it.
He takes a
Yeah,
few
no.
minutes to peruse this and goes, "Ah, well, that's why Vincent did that." And is Sari still alive?
Yes,
Yeah, we hired him.
You hired him.
he's working
Yeah.
for us.
He works on our
Oh.
boat now.
Well, outstanding.
There's also a new sheriff in town when it comes to the dwarves. Much nicer person, and they want to start trades with everybody's.
What?
She's lovely. Has a
Wait-
wonderful beard.
Who? I'm confused.
We
Is
did
she
a coup.
leader of one of the cities?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
we
her
did a
name,
coup.
Tick?
King Rigda.
Rigda.
Rigda. So that's a female name. So there's a new female king. Is Gunga gone?
Oh, well, he's in lots of places
gone.
right now.
Well,
His-
Gunga's
I mean, he's a
done.
little over here and a
to
little
be
over there.
accurate, it's in a lot of places.
He has leveled up into corpse.
Yes.
Although we didn't kill this one, which I think is a good step for us.
Yeah, wasn't on us this time.
Did really want to.
We didn't kill him. We just created the circumstances under which he was killed.
But we didn't kill him.
Yeah, that's like
Anyway.
what women. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Now this is Bolthorpe then. Where are all the prisoners?
We know that too. Tick.
Yep. Hang on. Because I just read it and I already forget.
That's why she's tick. She sucks in information like bloods.
Havaj with a Z. on
Oh yeah,
end.
the hot vag. That's right there.
So so you're telling me, why would Uklo, if the prisoners are there, why would he release his leverage over his rivals in Bolthorpe?
It was an arrangement that was made between the previous leader of the dwarves.
Understood. But again, why would Uklo release his only leverage over the new king of Bolthorpe?
Well, if I remember correctly, Gunga was paying Uklo to take the prisoners. So if there's no more payment, they can.
There was
take
a
the prisoners
payment,
back.
so if there's no more payment, the incentive would be gone.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And I
Well-
mean, we could all. Apparently, we're good at like engineering coups to get what we want. So I mean, if there's an issue, we could always just coup them.
Yes, we're quite proficient.
Viva la revolution!
We're good at negotiating.
Said in
Cool enough, real
Dorvish.
good.
Isn't that right,
Yes.
Balsack?
Absolutely.
That's great.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wonderful. I'm enjoying this. Continue.
So you've got the prisoners recovered. Did you learn anything about the organization?
Hmm.
Not really.
Well, this guy was paying the Dwarf King to use his cavern as a dry dock, and that's actually how we got access to the ship, because we engineered a situation in which the old king was removed, and the new king, who didn't like the pirates, took power, and then they let us beat him up. The ship is destroyed. Most of his people are dead. And yeah, I think that's mostly it. I mean, most of the organization is dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's had a hard time answering any more of our questions, as you can see as well.
Yeah. Also, I can see that there's a lot of rot from the inside of our wonderful organizations. A lot of people are using these badges, the shiny ones that you've given us, for ill intents.
That's true.
Yeah, we still need to figure out
what are you
what
talking
Krusk
about?
is doing.
Well,
Wait,
this asshole
what is
right here
Krusk
had a-
doing?
Yeah, remember he was mentioned by the Red Fire Sorcerer guy
Mm-hmm.
as having some sort of arrangement before we killed him.
Yeah, he was making the golems.
Yeah.
For Krusk.
Yes. Baguette was a bad dude.
Yes.
Who's what?
He was in charge of making the golems, the flesh golems.
Yes.
So-
Crusty.
Krusk. Is baguette in your language?
Yes,
Well,
that's
Yes.
right.
I guess
Okay.
We
I
all
guess
speak
speech of
idiot.
our
You know,
people.
tomato. Really.
Stop it.
It's you're amazing at
All right, you do
accomplishments.
as well.
It's very strange that you have little information after so much accomplishment.
We have talent like that.
Well,
So
we put our
you-
heads down and we keep our ears closed.
So you found after all this time that this guy was hired by someone to wreak havoc upon the land.
Yeah, as a pirate.
You see, the good news here is you got him. So anything you want to know, he's right there.
Well, okay, so what I understand is that somebody from the temple was working with these red something people
Red
to
Dawn.
create the Red Dawn people to create these flesh golems
Mhm.
in that northern village that we went to, whose name escapes me. Then we, whoever that was, who we think was Kresk, hired this Balfacelic guy to Shanghai people into killing investigators who are looking into the weirdness in that village.
Yep, you're completely right so far. And the prisoners are the leverage for the people's committing the murders.
True.
Exactly.
I mean, it's kind of a wonderful closed circuits.
I would like those of you, let's see. I'd like you guys to roll a perception.
All
Oh,
I want to
everyone?
get a group sense. It's not an individual,
Well,
which is good. Oh, there's one.
Rockham is aware that he's in a room.
right. Hey,
Uh,
actually, so I'm done, but I happen to be a little bit perceptive.
Skill.
Hmm.
Perception.
Arthur and Gust are really helping the curve here. 'cause
Oh,
I
don't
rolled
see shit.
terribly.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, are you on mine
we're
or am
six
I on
buddies.
yours?
Mine was the 19 that I just rolled.
Well, we got two
Nice.
Gossablos.
So you guys have been
Oh, I do things twice now. So 18 plus 20s.
nice.
Actually, Oob, you still rolled higher than me because I got a 3.
Just
You got
looks
a
around the
5.
room twice.
It's great.
So what do I seize?
The few of you with the higher perception, you have been spending time
Higher than
with
6.
Balfa, and you took him prisoner. You certainly have spent a long time observing him. He's terrified right now.
Oh,
Should
Few
be.
of you with a higher perception notice he went from
Terrified
confident to
indeed.
terrified when he saw the bishop.
Ah, so Temple Daddy's a big scare to him. That's interesting because it can happen for a lot of different ways and a lot of different reasons. Ooh,
None of them good, I bet.
did we pick a scab on top of a wart?
Probably.
So I'm going to tell the bishop. I would suggest that before you question this Dick Wrinkle over here, you put him in some type of a
It's funny 'cause it's
anti-magic
true.
zone.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Just my suggestion, but I'm not a fan of magic people.
Instead of anti-magics, what of zone of truths? That way we can all, and I'll get eye contact with Dick Wrinkle. Hear the truths.
I do happen to know that spell.
Well,
I
that way
have an
it-
idea too. Why don't we just put his hands in the bag of holding? And then he can't do any somatic components because his hands will be in the astral plane.
that is true.
We can
But they
cut
don't
him
need
off.
air. He may come
Yeah,
out a
but-
little bit clammy.
I'm more worried about the verbal.
Oh wait.
components.
If they have a thinky thing like Oobleck, they can interrogate him without him having to talk.
Oh yeah, like the telepathic.
But
Yeah.
that's not the way I was trying to go. What I was trying to do is give him, if he looks afraid of Temple Daddy, and we know he can only say the truth within this cone, that way he could say something negative about Temple Daddy if that's something that he wants to do. But Temple Daddy couldn't be mad because what we're doing is using the cone of truth.
But he doesn't have to say anything.
Yes, but if he's terrified of Temple Daddy, maybe there's a truth inside a truth, the Russian nesting dolls that we need to find. Not that
And
this
if he
dawns
doesn't
on
say-
Gust at all.
And if he doesn't say anything, I can always threaten to cast Shatter on its head.
Well, I mean, also
Not inside the tower, Rockham.
No, Shatter is okay.
Shatter's an outside spell.
Oobleck, with your
Yes.
telepathic ability, you can communicate without speech, correct? To anyone,
Yes.
or
Somebody that I can see.
can they do that to you too? Or do you have to initiate it?
I don't know. Let me find the feature.
I think that she has to create the connection,
Hmm.
or
I
they have to
can't-
create the connection.
If
I
not
can
those-
put us somewhere where spells won't extend past the radius, but that won't impact if he like tries to mess with us.
It says that I can learn detect thoughts and cast without extending a spell slot or expending a spell slot, but it doesn't say anything about like me being able to, or somebody being able to communicate with me just because I have it.
You have detect thoughts.
If I carve off
At
the
will.
bottom part of his
Okay.
jaw, he won't be able to speak
No.
Jesus.
any spells.
We are not killer
Look a
homeless
little
people.
funny, like
The bishop is just observing all of you.
No. We
And-
don't need to carve off. What we'd like him to do is say about the things and help the prisoners that are currently still stuck. That'll be very nice. And honestly, I think that we should get a nice rosy button if we can pull that off.
So the
TD,
bishop,
perhaps you have some insight into what we should do here.
well, I'm going to take a look. He gets closer and the guy's stick starts shaking.
Yeah, I think we should zone and truth this, man. Take out the gag, zone and truth it. If he calls something, we'll just fucking kill him right there.
Yeah, I mean, I can put him in a tiny hut also.
He,
That way
uh,
he can't vamp out. That's a great idea too.
How many spell slots do you want me to use?
Hey,
All of
I have
them.
an idea.
I-
I cast Featherfall on him. We throw him off the tower, and we make him answer questions until he lands. And if he lies to us, I just stop concentrating.
Very Batman of you. But also, we give him opportunity to somehow get away. RKM, I love where your head's at, but that tiny hut is technically secure against magic, right? Magic can't. Magic can
Yes,
go out,
magic
but it
can't-
can't go in.
no,
And
can't
it can't go
penetrate
either
it.
way. Yeah, I
Can't
can't penetrate the barrier.
So yeah. So what if we?
yeah,
double up
it
on this?
can't even go out. You would literally have to stand up and get out of the thing before you could cast something outside of it.
Right. So we could like wigwam this bitch in a tiny hut, zone of truth him, and get all the tea.
I like this idea.
Do we have any creatures over medium? That's the only downside.
Well, me and Tick.
No, I'm
No, you still count as medium.
Oh. Well, I think of myself as quite bigs, but that's fine.
Oh, you are. You're the very large size of medium.
You see me puff out my chest as an air genasi. That's a lot of puffings.
I'm pretty sure
It's
I go
like
up to your waist, so that's
a
okay. You're
small,
still big to
average
me.
sized dragon.
Yes, I'm the
Yes.
small, average sized dragon.
You're
Um,
a large, medium sized creature.
Arthur cast tiny hut.
Actually, it's a brilliant idea. It really
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Quite smart.
Is there
Um,
enough room inside of here?
The casting of the spell does not work in this room.
Oh,
magic
Oh, wait.
dampers.
Well, that's a good sign.
Gentle Daddy, do you mind coming to our boat so we can do this tiny little hutch?
Well, I mean, if me
Um,
casting spells in this room doesn't
if
work, then he probably
He's
can't.
got an
right?
anti-magic field in here already. Then we don't need the tiny hut.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
But we control
we
the
have
tiny
several
hut.
protections in the temple. The one thing we have started doing is, well, coating all of our wood with something that is inflammable, because we had a bad experience with someone attacking us, and
2 days ago.
we protect against magic. We protected against scrying. We didn't really think to protect against fire.
So
Never occurred to us.
when you're saying inflammable,
So
you're saying not
primitive.
flammable, right? Because inflammable means flammable because this language makes no sense.
That's true. But what it reminds me of is the proverb of Michael Thiessen. He's a famous barbarian. He said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. So,
Oh, I have no problem with you punching him in the face.
well, no, what I mean, like you guarding against fire, that's the punch in the face part.
Oh, while Gust was
Doing nothing. Come on, guys.
while
let's go.
Gus was clarifying, Rockham punches Valfaselic in the face.
Oh, well, not just like that. I bet he had a plan before this.
Don't worry, my unarmed strikes deal 0 damage. So,
So the bishop takes the gag out and says,
Take my rapier and put it against his throat.
"Oh, that won't be necessary, but no problem."
That's okay. It makes me feel better.
Can I detect Balthaselic's thoughts? That is who we have tied up, right?
I'm not hurting him.
Yes.
I'm not hurting him. I'm just holding it there.
So you're
Very
just
smart of
using
you.
detect thoughts, right? Is there a save, or does it automatically work?
it
me look
should
it
be
up.
against
I think-
against her spell.
I think it has to
spellcasting
do with
mod.
how deep she wants to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, they want to go. I'm never
Yeah,
going to
'cause
get
I
that
think
right, by
he
the way,
just gets
Mandy. Don't be
surface
mad at me.
thoughts
It
initially.
says Wisdom 14
Yeah.
is
Okay.
the save.
But I think you
Wow.
get surface thoughts for free.
Yeah, you get surface thoughts for 3, and if you go deeper into the mind, it has a save. I think.
Right. I think.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it says on the summary.
Right.
So I'll go for the big guns, but if he succeeds, then I'll just get the surface thoughts.
So you're going to try for deep thoughts.
Correct.
Okay.
Quite an important computer. It came up with 42.
Yeah.
For those in the nerd culture in the know.
You can search for
know.
thoughts within 30 feet of you.
We knew.
Okay. Okay. Let me see what
How
he
are you?
has. Wisdom.
If I'm particularly distracting, can I give him disadvantage on the save?
Well, he's already in stockades, man.
He so you get the serpent thoughts, and the serpent thoughts are, are we gonna do this? Like, they're all watching. What?
Oh.
What did
Oh.
and then the deeper thoughts, he looks around at you and looks directly at you, Bleck.
Hell.
And within 30 feet.
No, I like Temple Daddy.
Suspense is killing me right now.
No, he was the one nice person to us.
If he leans, I apply a little more pressure to his throat with my rapier.
I'm trying
You're,
to.
you're, I
do
think your sword's pointing at the wrong person, dude. Not that we know any of this.
1 second.
It's in the area
It's only-
between the two.
No,
so-
you don't know. So hold on.
right.
No,
Get
favorite
this.
NPC.
Hold
Favorite.
on. But why? I'm
But
trying
why?
to do something here. Just a second.
But why?
It's really not me to do this. I don't draw on the lines.
Got to go slow.
Oh,
I think I do.
I'm an idiot.
Oh, hush with that talk.
No, I was on the wrong computer. So through the open door, Gust.
Yep.
No, not yet. Roll a
Excuse me.
perception, Gust.
Oh. I don't suck at that, but I'm not also amazing at it.
Ghost. Get ghosted.
Perceptions are in proficient still. 22, bitches.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
While you're looking out of your peripheral vision, can you see through the window from your point of view
Let me double check.
at the
Can-
interface?
Well, I just got to move my character sheet. 1 second. Sorry, I'm on the laptop because we got 2 computers rocking. Yes, I can. Are you talking about seeing out here?
Yep.
Yes, I definitely can. I have actually, as if I was perched there for a reason. I have exactly.
It just happened to be where you were.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do I see?
Look out the window. What do you see?
I'll see. What do I see? I'll see the bishops. He's hiding behind some barrels. What else do I see?
Right.
The bishop,
Yep.
the one that's in the room with us.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'll see a person called Bishop. That's what his name is. That's 60 feet away from me. And I also see this asshole down here. Don't know who he is, but I sees him. Because I got good eyesight. So I'll see a person that's named Bishop hanging around some barrels.
I can see that from my angle now too. Not the one down at the bottom of the screen, but the one behind the barrels. Not that Ridley can see it, because Ridley is focused fully on Balfa.
Right.
I kind of like that. I'm dumb, but I'm perceptive. I'm down.
You just, it's just how you rolled. Like you
Yep.
happen to turn your head and you see this.
Oh, or do I make any assumptions?
I don't know. Do you make any assumptions?
Well, I mean, like,
That's up to you,
Bishop?
Gus.
Is this Bishop Daddy? Or I mean, does he look like Bishop? Does he look like Temple Daddy?
Looks exactly like him.
Oh, it's very distressing. So, in my little primitive head, I would think this is someone trying to assassinate Temple Daddy, and I like Temple Daddy, so I will throw a spear at other Temple Daddy.
So you're gonna throw a spear
Actually,
out the
no,
window?
Actually, javelin. I'm gonna get disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because I only got. Hold on. Let me do some nerd shit. All right, so I got to measure.
You can just target him.
Yeah, but I don't. But like my
Distance.
distance.
You
I
want to
don't
make
know
sure
for
the range
javelin.
Yeah, it's
works
20
out.
feet.
20 feet. Is he 20 feet? If I take a step.
He's 30 feet.
30,
You could
but if I
you
take
could
a
step outside and get 20, but it
Yeah,
would
that's
be he's behind cover.
Okay, no problem.
Hey,
You're gonna probably get
shit.
disadvantage either way, Gus.
You know what Temple Daddy doesn't know about my big honking ass? I'm exceptionally fast because I am an agile Nazi. I got 45 feet of movement, before I even got to worry about it. So let's do me some measurements.
So while he's running out of the
No,
Shit,
that's-
instead of
him
chucking a
finish his
javelin, you
thing.
can go right up and
Oh yeah,
thump him.
no, I'm just gonna grab them. That's
There you
easy
go.
because I
And
can
as
do
you turn
two
the
things
corner,
at once now.
You see that
So,
he
yep,
is
I'm
bound and
gonna go
gagged.
and I'm gonna
You
grab
can
this.
run and grab at the
Yep.
same time.
As you turn the corner, you see that he is bound and gagged.
Oh no, Temple! You see me like no. So we got an evil Temple
all you
Daddy.
guys see Gus just run out of the room.
And then you see me lift up Temple Daddy, the real one, bound and gagged over my heads.
No one else has point of view over that.
No, I can see.
I do, yeah. I
Oh,
can
I
you
see.
can
do
see
now?
through the door.
And I hope I lift
can
him up
also
like
see
a
now.
Buddha, like still cross-legged and stuff.
Okay, so both of you see
That's awesome. Really cool
That-
plot point.
Gus picks up a bound and gagged Temple Daddy. Not removing the bound or gag, but picking
No.
him up over his head to show you. So Rockham and Oobleck
That's
see
awesome,
this.
actually.
Arthur, I don't know. Well, that door wasn't open, so Arthur, I don't think you have point of view.
Yeah,
With that door being closed, we wouldn't.
yeah. With it closed, I can't. But when it was open, I could.
So
I like the way you played that, Michael. That's really cool.
So Rockham sees what he presumes to be the real Bishop Agnon, bound and gagged, and he looks at the fake Agnon, the presumably fake Agnon, and he says, "You guys might want to get away from me," at everyone in the party.
Oh, snap. Okay.
And
And you hear duly noted. And Bulbaselak, now ungagged, teleports whoever this was,
Oh,
and they teleport away.
That's why I said don't
What?
take the fucking gag out.
You didn't.
We
you
didn't.
didn't. It was the face false temple daddy.
Oh, it was the other guy.
Yeah.
can I do something as he talks? As he's talking?
It's counterspell.
Sure.
No, I don't have counterspell. But I have an idea.
Okay.
So my thought was, as I was yelling, you guys might want to get away from me, I was going to tackle the fake bishop and Thunderwave.
Understood. But this happened before you
Do it. I can
before you could communicate that.
You're
to
on
tell
mute,
people
Michael.
to get away from me. They booped out.
Michael, you're on mute.
on Zoom.
So sorry.
All right, it happens.
That didn't help. Wow, that was great exposition you just missed. So that was a great idea, but as you warned them to get away, they booped out.
Okay.
Fair enough. You know, sometimes NPCs just get to do cool shit.
True.
Remember that.
I mean, if you had just, even if you cast Thunderwave, it would do damage unless you killed them. I don't think it would have prevented that because you don't have counterspell.
Right.
Oh no, Mike, I'm on your team on this. Like, that's the answer.
Yep. No, totally. That's cool. I would like to send a message to Krusk.
Oh,
Ooh, really?
Yep.
Let's
I
hear
have
it,
an idea.
RKM.
I think Arkham is pissed.
Let's hear it.
So,
RKM.
Arkham picks up his Krusk sending stone and says, "We captured Balthaselic and he told us everything." End message.
You're going Mean Girls on this guy?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm going to burn him.
Fucking redhead bitch.
And
Go
he,
for it.
Easy.
he replies, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's-
Oh, well, I can't
It's
say
not. It's
anything
not
else
two
until
way.
tomorrow.
That's what he replies.
It's okay. I think I've...
I look
As
around,
you-
don't see Gust, and yell for him. Gust!
I'll come back in with my simple daddy atop my heads, wrapped up like a baby Buddha. And I will sit him safely back into his happy, warm home.
What the fuck?
Snug as a bug in a rug.
I found him. He's not
What?
happy. I'll cut the gag, obviously.
Thank you. It's very strange. I have in my chambers, I have a master switch with an anti-magic shell across this entire temple. And somehow I was put into a silence. I couldn't cast spells and was jumped and thrown outside. And then I could hear you guys inside, but I couldn't say anything. And with the noise and the snow outside, I guess you couldn't hear me try to yell. What happened? What happened?
Or
Well, we captured the guy who was shanghaiing all the people into killing your investigators.
Ballsack.
And then we told that to who we thought was you, but it wasn't you. He was working with Ballsack. And then Ballsack teleported them both away.
No, I think it was the douche canoe. Teleported them away.
What?
Ballsack still had the gag in his mouth.
Well, no, we
No.
took the gag out.
The bishop
Took the gag out. Because he's a douche.
Right. So, Balpa, excuse me, the real Bishop Agnon,
Yep.
you think, is goes, will you, one of you escort me to my room to check the defenses?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Maybe
How
I should
about-
do that.
How about several people as
Fine, that would be, I do not want to be attacked again. And I've never had to have guards inside the tower, but I think we're going to have to change that. So please come with me. So you go up one level to basically his, there's only one door on the second level, which is his, commander's chambers. And sure enough, there are,
So what about that knucklehead who's standing right outside the door who didn't see the bishop getting dropped on the other side of the barrels?
knucklehead outside the door. Oh yeah, interesting.
oh, so there's this guy to talk about.
Yeah.
What about- hold on. What about this
What the hell
guy?
are you doing?
What guy?
Or this guy?
The other guards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of them can't see from their angle what happened. But this guy could.
Yeah. His name is Useless.
Are you doing anything? As he you bring in the bishop, and one of you looks outside looking around, this guy starts to run.
Which guy?
Movement.
This guy. Oh shit, that
He's
guy.
running.
All right.
His movement
I would like
is-
to.
There it is.
Can he make a saving throw, please?
For what?
For what?
I'm vortex warping him right back
Oh, he failed.
next to me. So I just undid all that running, basically.
Oh, he's right next to you?
Yep.
Wait, what happened?
Vortex warp. He rolled it. The guy failed. The acolyte failed.
What does it do?
All right, I'll read the spell description. You magically twist space around another creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The
Wow.
chosen space must be on a surface or in a liquid that can support the target without having to squeeze.
So will you put him right here or right where do you put him?
You should put him back in
Basically
the room.
between me and Dust.
So
Hi.
he's
Sandwich him
running.
in.
He runs straight into the wall. Boom. And he looks at both of you. Oh fuck.
That didn't work out the way you thought it would it?
Hi, I'm Rockham. You're not.
That's bad for you, by the ways.
Uh,
There's
Surrender.
only, well, yeah, and you only got two options: either you're a real shitty god, or you did something bad. Which way you want to start?
Option C.
What's
Yeah.
option C?
Yeah, Tick. What's option C?
I tell
I
you
shoot
what.
him.
I tell you who hired me.
Oh, that would be excellent.
So there was a guy that kind of looked like the bishop, but as he walked in the moonlight, he kind of had a weird shimmer, and he paid me 100 gold to like just stand at the door and ignore what happened. I'm so sorry.
Your integrity is worth chump change.
Yeah. Do you have that coin on you?
Yeah, I think we need it for evidence.
Yeah, I think so
And
too.
he pulls a purse out of. It's under his belt. He hands it to
I
you.
grab it.
Shit. We have 100
You can
gold.
always trust the
Well,
rogue.
sure,
with
we
your
got
money.
100 gold. All right, cool. Well, I mean,
Nice.
so where were you hired? Like in the village, or like
No, just
down-
right here.
When
the
did
bishop
this
came
happen?
out and said, "Stand here and ignore what happens."
Oh, so you were already a god. You got bought here.
The
by
bishop,
false.
the bishop paid me 100 gold to like look the other way, and then he came out, and someone carried him and put him behind the barrel. I don't, you know.
I'll tell you what. I got myself some good ideas here. Now, don't tell me the answers yet until I finish my questions. If you can prove, who else, if anyone, in this castle is underneath the Taker's Wells, and it comes to find out your rights, we won't kill you.
It was just me here. There's only one guard outside the door.
Well, that
Good night.
definitely limits your options, doesn't it?
I didn't meet, and then he
Gus,
sees
perhaps you
through,
should jog his memory.
so he sees the bishop through the door from where he's standing. He goes, "But tell him you gave me gold. Just still look the other way."
Well,
And the bishop says,
that was the other bishop, right? That's what I infer.
"I think you are not. You're just monumentally stupid."
My friend, why would your boss
my
need to
assessment.
bribe you to tell you what to do?
Well, I don't know. But if it wasn't you, who was it? And he goes,
There's the 20,000 gold question.
I don't
the mystery
know,
is afoot.
but give him 10 of that gold and consider it severance for
Oh,
being.
I pull out 10 gold
Oh,
from the
snap.
bag and I give it to him.
Hey, there we go. Temple Daddy
Ah.
being a good guy.
in Temple's
Before you
Daddy,
leave,
and Bishop Agnon says, consider yourself lucky that this is severance in a financial means and not severance from your body.
I'll tell
before
you-
you leave,
Yikes.
you need to remove the bishop's armor.
I'll tell you what, though, Michael. Gus just learned a moment of morality over his Temple
The
Daddy.
bishop's armor?
He learned
What?
something.
Oh,
The
Yes.
armor that
Temple
you're
armor.
wearing
Yep.
that represents the bishop, remove it now.
okay. I'll throw you to the mind that because I don't have an
You don't
unarmored
have a-
acolyte.
naked
I have this
acolyte.
wounded acolyte
This one,
that, like,
perfect.
that's, by the way, they're called the wounded acolytes. They're not actually without, it's a long, you haven't heard that yet. But they're,
We'll get to it.
yeah,
Well,
We'll get there.
he is, takes off the armor and says, "I'm so sorry. It was just," and he kind of wanders off and he goes to the edge and says, "I got fired. I'll see you at home." To the one that's down right here. And he leaves off, goes down the portcullis and goes, you see him wandering off to the south.
I'm picturing the sad walking away music from the Incredible Hulk TV show.
It's like
Oh,
the walk
God.
of shame.
That's a great reference. Oh my goodness. So anyway,
Bishop, it seems your hiring practices need some work.
Yeah,
And
who's your HR department?
it wasn't it wasn't really his fault, except that I would anticipate anyone would have a modicum of observational skill to know that if I had paid him money and someone carries me out and dumps me by a barrel, to not just stand there and watch because I paid him to look the other way for the evening.
Exactly. How many
by the
more of
way,
your guards are as stupid as
I
him?
didn't pay him. So someone disguised or looking like me.
Oh, he
must
looked
have
exactly
done
like you.
this.
I was standing right next to him. His breath even smelled the same as yours. I was that close.
Yeah.
pleasant.
I mean, that's weird.
You should
but
chew
yeah.
some peppermint leaves.
The same smell and everything.
Yes.
Interesting. I have an idea. I don't have this capability, but I can't believe you went through all that trouble and that guy got out of the way.
We almost had him.
Same. Oh no, we had him.
That's true.
Not only did we have him, but we made him pee his pants.
Well,
But we have his ledger, and we got and we got a lot of information out of him.
right, but we also told him exactly what we knows.
Do we
So
still
gotta
have
go
the
save those
ledger,
we need to go save those hostages.
Michael?
You do have the ledger, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you had that. You didn't.
I showed it to
Oh.
him, but
You showed it to him. He read
Yeah.
it, but to be fair, I didn't say he took it from you.
Okay.
and
But
I
also
didn't say I gave it to him.
The original is back at Balthorpe anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Fair. Yep.
So you always
Oh,
have the source, even if you didn't have the copy,
Yeah.
That's fair.
because you left the source with Ridga, so that she could get the prisoners back. You
Right.
think?
She's working on that. Yeah, we should throw some effort there though.
So I look at the bishop. How do we know that you're actually you this time?
Good, good. You're learning.
Wunderbar.
What would
I am a little bit above average.
What would you ask
intelligence.
someone in the future so you know they are who they say they are?
What do we call you?
You. I am no one's daddy, but you have referred to me in front of me as your temple daddy.
You passed the test.
But we did that with the other guy too.
Well, yeah, he's
I
kind of rolled
directed
with
a
it.
question to the other guy as TV.
Oh, wait.
Hmm.
The
And he
other
just
guy
was-
didn't know who
he
Krusk
just-
was. Or he acted like he didn't know who Krusk was.
Oh, that's why
Yeah.
Baguette.
He didn't know
Ah,
Baguette.
Clever, Michael. He didn't know who Baguette was because he never heard that. There you go. There's a question.
And-
No,
and
but we heard
Temple Daddy has heard Baguette and all your other references.
So who is Baguette?
Krusk.
it.
Oh,
That doesn't-
No, I'm
doesn't-
asking the
it
bishop.
doesn't work anymore.
Temple Daddy.
You just said it, but he would have told you Krusk. And he still doesn't understand it, why you refer to Krusk as Baguette, but he has heard it.
Because baguettes are crusty breads.
Yes. So actually, we had a perfect system in line. And we just ruined it
We did.
with all
Oh,
of
wait,
our
wait.
with all of our double speak and like entendre. We had made a code that is now broken because we're idiots, which is so
Hey,
I
unfortunate.
do know.
how
so
did we first
let me
meet
ask
Arthur?
something. You have, if your story was correct, you have just. Oh, assuming you catch him up, is that okay to bypass that?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
telling
catch him
him
up.
because he doesn't know what happened. You told the other bishop. I'll just say bishop from now on.
Right.
How did that
Yeah.
bishop get the sending?
Dick
stone?
Wrinkle.
I think we gave him a sending stone message when we did the coup.
You got
that
ball
we
sack and
captured
Dick
Bar-
Wrinkle now.
and that we captured Balthazelic.
Told who?
What did he say?
It's just so
Whoever
perfect.
had the bishop's sending stone.
Oh,
We are-
sorry. You're absolutely right. He knows about this then, but he didn't
Yeah.
know. You didn't know the details that you had destroyed his ship.
Right.
Yeah.
He said you captured him. So to shortcut that, he asks you, "How did you capture him? What happened?" And observes that if you've taken away his means of income and you've taken away his means of influence and bribery, he has to have a financial stash he's going for.
And
We
took-
should go back.
We're
to that
on a
little village
treasure
next to
hunt.
The lake.
Oh, the
I
lake,
like treasure hunts.
right? And we already know one of his only contacts that hates him.
Yeah.
Right.
And
We
that's
also
also
have-
where his ship tends to be seen.
Ublek, in your head,
Yes.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Ublek, in your head, you hear, "Oh, I don't think so. Someone's trying to take your ship, and I'm going to destroy them."
Yeah! Female revolution.
And so, from your point of view, Rockham, since you were outside still, you look up and you basically see something swirling on your ship. I rolled this
Great.
privately. And landing from about 100-foot drop in the snow beside you is Balthazelic.
Wait, I would like to.
That's amazing.
I would like to use a reaction.
Okay. Who's thrown off? He's basically got thrown off the ship. They were going to take your ship.
But because we made a revolution.
Yeah.
did not
No,
happen.
because Arion was on the deck.
Yep, that's what I'm
Heck
saying.
yeah.
He's our first
You made
union worker.
if you hadn't made a friend with him in the first place, they would have just taken your ship.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I feather fall Balthazelic before he lands.
And
Oh,
he
just let him die.
he goes "Ah!" Ooh. Poof, and lands in a little puffball right beside Gust, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That was fun.
wonderful. Yeah, I didn't see the twist, babe. I really
I
didn't.
didn't either. I just rolled on there's a very small percentage, and I'll share the roll. There is it. There it is. I can't share it in time. All right, we'll be back. Going on break. We'll take 15.
Copy.
Capiche.
Cool. See y'all soon.
Capiche. Why are you so much better at this than I am?
I've been doing it for like
in his mouth so he can't talk.
All right, we're back from our break. Where we left it, after someone looked a lot like the bishop teleported out, you learned an interesting way by a very small percentage roll that Balthus Selleck and whoever he's with were going to hijack your ship. And instead, one of them ran it. You don't know where the other guy is, but Arion, your befriended air elemental, basically threw him off the ship. You don't know what happened to the other person yet, but with a clever use of feather fall before he's landed 100-foot fall, Balthus Selleck lands here in front of you, Rockham. So what do you do?
Hey guys, Balthus back.
Airman.
What did you just say?
Boss is back. Guess who's back? Boss is back.
Back again.
Again.
I mean, yeah.
But he left his friend.
I'd like to telepathically see if I can reach out to our air elemental friend and say, thank you so much for defending the ship. That was amazing. Was there somebody with this guy that you chucked off the boat?
He jumped off the boat and flew away.
So is Balfa prone right now?
He is prone on the ground right now.
All right. So I would like to use one of my uses of Blessing of the Raven Queen
Okay.
yeah.
and teleport to right next to him.
Okay.
Oops. See if I can move. Oh, game still paused.
Oh, sorry. There you go. There you go.
There we go. So teleport right next to him and place my rapier in his mouth as he's laying on the ground. So,
He says, point taken.
Ah,
That out.
I'm not moving it.
ah.
He's going to deep throat my sword.
I had to.
That's
You
fair.
You absolutely had to.
I think, I mean, like,
I would have thought less of you if you had to. Mike.
DM, you get an inspiration point.
Let me
I
mark
get
off that
inspiration.
use.
Awesome.
You get one.
You get it.
Oh, what happened? The video just keep going.
There we go.
I accidentally pressed
Okay.
spacebar and
Uh-oh.
it turned my video off.
Okay.
What'd you do that
I'll
for?
fix it. Don't worry. Just keep going.
How dare you make a mistake?
All right. So
Well,
I am standing over him with my rapier in his mouth.
Well, Temple Daddy, we did what we'd actually. This is the guy that we're trying to get, so he's here again. Danube, you said something about the guy flying away.
Yeah, I'm assuming that I will relay that information to you guys. So you have heard that his companion jumped off the boat and flew away somewhere to some unknown location.
Now, would Rockham be able to see that our ship is still above us?
Yes.
I wouldn't see it because I'm staring down at this fucking ball
Yeah,
sack.
I
here.
mean, I assume I would be able to see that.
But at least we still have our ship. We didn't get shanghaied.
right.
Gosh,
That
we didn't
that
get
was my
pirated.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have
The
been
biggest-
lucky a couple times with rolls.
That was a good thing.
Yes.
However,
I would hope the crew would at least try to resist.
Yeah, we pay him union wages.
Yeah.
At least.
right.
We keep on the good name of Kentucky Fried Dude. What was his name? Sorry, what was his name?
Colonel Sanders.
Sanders?
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Rhett Lucosi.
Yeah.
Rick
Lucosi.
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 Did you just?
Colonel Sanders.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a little
Kentucky
You
Fried
say
Fried.
Kentucky Fried Dude? That's Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, that's Colonel Sanders. There isn't any ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Wow.
Well, Lucosi.
That was awesome.
I mean, he's
Okay.
just more like he's in the shrimping
All right,
business, though.
so
Right?
going hand in hand with
so
the
he's
blessing
got
of the Raven
a rapier.
Queen.
He's just basically going,
Yeah.
I'll tell you anything. Please don't push.
Don't move. And I'm waiting for the bishop to come out
Yeah,
or
Bishop
somebody
is-
else to come out and do something because
Yeah. Well,
So is he prone face down or face up?
he's going to be face up because I got my
He's face
sword in
up.
his mouth.
And
Okay.
and the bishop says, bring him inside. The anti-magic is activated.
good. That got redone.
Gust. Rock
Yep.
him.
Yep.
It's on you.
It's on me.
Oh, somebody hold his mouth shut
Oh,
till you get
this-
him in.
up we goes, and I'll just lift him by the top of his jaw. And
Okay.
just drag him straight
Oh
in.
my God.
There you go.
Oh,
Can you imagine? That would be horrible.
yeah, he's
That'd be the worst.
he's had better days.
Yeah.
So he is now
I've practically carried people by their ears before.
He is
It only
unable
takes
to-
7 pounds of pressure
to cast
move an ear.
magic, and he is surrounded by you.
Good.
And he's so I assume you drop him prone again.
Robbie?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he comes in through the door, I'll kind of let him go and then stick off the saliva on the hands.
My
and,
My
God,
rapier
yes,
goes
sir.
right back to his throat.
No, and I'm just gonna kind of sit on his sternum, Indian style, like this.
I've got my rapier on his throat, on the
Okay.
jugular. Actually,
Which, with my armor and everything, that's a very small package of about 274 pounds.
yeah, he's got really shallow breaths at this point.
Could you please get this small, heavy guy
He's
off
like
me?
that. Oh. Yep.
Depends on how you answer your questions.
Yeah. Why would we want to do something like that?
Temple Daddy,
What
do
do
your
you
thing.
want to know?
Well, I
Who
look
was
over
the
at
other guy?
Oh, we don't know that. That's true.
Fine. It's just someone I hired to come get me if ever there was a problem.
How can he fly?
Well,
We need a name.
it's a spell.
Well, no shit. We need
Oh,
a name.
so it's just a magic guy and not like a magic guy.
I look up
What?
at Temple Daddy.
What are you
Do
talking
you have
about?
anything to add here?
I'm enjoying the quality interrogation that I'm seeing, where the guy can't breathe and can't really answer the questions you're asking him.
Fine.
But look, we usually kill them. This is brand new territory for all.
This is
True.
an improvement in what you're
A
saying.
step in the right directions. I mean,
We're growing.
we didn't just bring him to
guy's-
you once. We
the
brought
guy's
you to
name
him
is-
twice.
The guy's name is Satio.
Santio?
Satio. Satio.
Saint Tio. All right.
Satio Rodire.
Okay, I get off of his chest and ask, well, who hired you?
Well, that's complicated.
Yeah. Is it for the money? I mean,
Well,
I'm a pretty smart cookie. I can
I-
understand.
it's always for the money. But also, I was supposed to succeed in when the temple is overthrown. I was supposed to, basically be bequeathed an entire land to rule.
oh. So you were in for the long con.
Captain of the Navy has a nice ring to it.
So who
It-
promised you to be captain of the Navy?
I mean, you don't seem to be dumb yourself.
Come
What
on, you
that mean-
queef for them, queef for us.
There's a few that have kind of hired me,
Is it in
mainly
from-
through a few temple members.
Oh. So the
All
rock,
right.
And you see the bishop just listening intently.
so the rot comes from within.
So I'm going to take a single copper piece. I'm going to lift up his shirt and expose his belly. Put it
Okay.
on his belly button.
The copper
Metal?
piece.
A single copper piece.
Are you going to do heat metal?
I'm going to say, sir, are you familiar? You're a spellcaster. Are you familiar with the spell heat metal?
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us exactly who hired you.
And he looks down at his belly and looks at this metal faceless man and says,
You're terrifying. You sure we're the good guys?
okay,
No.
so
Yes, don't think too
Satio
hard.
Radiri runs the whole Coliseum in the capital. He's also where we run all our money through. And Krusk, all of the ties that go into Krusk's temple,
Okay.
and Krusk was informing where the investigators were going, and then that's how he knew to go kill them. And we would bribe people and take their like family or something important to them and get them to do our dirty work.
So
So
Krusk is in charge.
You got to be kidding. Krusk is who I talked to, but I don't actually know who is in charge.
but Cross is your point of contact.
Correct.
I look up at Temple Daddy.
And Satio.
like, we told you.
But now we
So-
got proofs.
I'll tell you one more thing. The reason he looked is that Satio's a changeling.
Okay.
So he is a magic guy.
He could be he could
Sure.
be anyone at any time.
Even me? I look very, very hurt.
Yes,
Whoops.
Gust.
Well, no one could be.
Now that he's seen you, he could.
He's
do
se-
you.
he's seen all of you.
Well, he
Mhm.
hasn't seen my face. I haven't seen my face.
He's seen you. So he
All
can
right.
emulate you.
Right, all right.
Yeah,
oops.
none of us have seen your face
No, he-
either, so
well-
we wouldn't know if it was your face.
Technically, he could
Safe.
emulate my armor.
Look at me, Oops. What was
Yes.
the first thing that I ate when we got together? The first time we went adventuring.
Oob is safe though, because he can only emulate humanoid shapes.
Well, I don't know that.
yeah.
Right now, Oob is in a humanoid shape and was just asked a question.
Oh wait, no, he couldn't emulate me because I'm a construct.
Well,
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess that you are a guy who just likes what he likes, and I'm gonna go with the leg of something.
you know what? That's probably right. I'll trust for Oops. Until anyone that says no difference.
Now, a better question would have been, what did I eat?
No.
Guys,
on our first
You
time.
don't eat.
Guys, hello,
Dick.
hello.
What if I
Guys,
him?
we were all together. That guy was in the room with us. We have not been separated from each other since then. He's not one of us right now, but he could still be on our ship.
He also could be Volva right here.
Very true.
Ooh, good point.
That's true.
But
Can I cast detect thoughts?
yeah, this is one fucking terrified Balfa. He's no longer got an out.
He's
Should
so
be scared.
before you knew, you got the impression he was wondering how they were going to do this, and now you know what this was,
Right.
which was
I
to
just love
leave
the
to
fact-
get out of this place.
I just love that he's so scared he forgot he was in an anti-magic field.
Yeah, and I still have my rapier on the left side of his neck.
Wait, who's so scared?
Balfa?
Alpha,
Well,
Ballsack.
he wasn't in an anti-magic field then.
Well, now he is, but I
Because
threatened
it
to
now
was
he
cast a
turned,
spell on him.
the anti-magic field was turned off then. Now it's on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and by the way, one of the things why he's so scared is he did try to cast Misty Step and nothing happened.
Mm.
Hmm.
All right. So,
So
Oh, did you
he's
have anyone else in the
he-
temple
he-
helping you escape?
No, just Satio.
Temple Daddy, I think in my personal reference to
I
the
have
hierarchy,
I have in my pocket.
Oh.
Which I won't. You never
Don't
search.
move.
You never search me, but I'll tell you, I just don't want to die. There's a sending stone with Satio in my right pocket.
Hmm.
I can get it, or you can get it.
No, don't move.
Okay.
Cool.
So reach into my right pocket.
Rockham, you want to grab that?
Okay, I'll do it. I reached into his right pocket and I grabbed the sending stone.
It is a sending stone, and it
Because
is.
Rockham, you're our sending stone expert.
You know, they all have different runes on them.
Hold on. I have a question. Tick, you can mimic things, right? You have a disguise kit and all that jazz?
I don't know.
Does it
I do.
My question is, does it, because I know you went in and you became like a woman and you had a bad time in a
Oh,
bathroom.
yeah, that's right. No, I pretended that there was a bad time in the bathroom.
Is there any way that you could, with your skill set, could you mimic his voice?
I might have lost that when I dropped the artificer stuff.
Oh, it's possible.
I can
Yeah.
do that.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Raj, same question.
What do you?
Go.
As
We
the
could just
rogue.
make him say what we want.
That is true.
Oop wants to send a telepathic message to the party and say, if someone can mimic him, we should just kill him. I'm like sick of this dude.
I nod,
Well, I mean, like Temple
and I am
Daddy.
in the position for it right at this moment.
Okay, we're not murder hobos, bro.
He's
No.
done
It'll be
a
a
lot
long
of bad
campaign.
things, man. He's been like the terrible guy behind all this shit right now. So
That's true.
I'm
All right. You know what? I do hit two things at once now. So
I'm
if you
a
need
rogue.
an
I'm
executioner,
not exactly a good guy.
You're all right with a +7 to performance every time we have to imitate him.
Yeah, I'm just a little guy, but I'm gonna take the sending stone and I'm gonna put it to his mouth. And I'm gonna say, well, before I tell him to say anything, I'm gonna say, hey, do you guys want to lure what's his face, Changey Face, into a trap?
Ooh,
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
my
escaped.
performance is only
Let's
a
meet
plus
here.
2, so go for it.
Yeah, Colin, if you got a +7. You got a +7, Colin?
Yeah,
So you're
I do
going
have a
to
+7 to
send a
performance,
message
but-
performing as Alpha
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
the
I
other
thought
end
that-
of this sending stone.
Yeah, Colin,
I
can
thought
you
that-
mimic? Is that a thing you can do? Is that like
I
a
can't
special-
mimic, but it would just have to be a straight performance. But I thought that Rockham was holding it to Balpa's mouth. I didn't,
That was my plan, just to make Balthus say what we want him to say.
Right. I think that
And-
may be closer.
The idea, my thinking is, if we could get Baltha to tell his friend to pick him up somewhere nearby, we could ambush the changeling, and then we'd have them both as prisoner.
Yep.
After he knows that he thinks I'm dead.
He doesn't know where you landed
Yeah.
or how you landed.
Tell him you're not dead and you need picked up.
Yeah.
You could have landed on a pile of mattresses.
He
Well,
just
I mean,
landed in a
it's
car of
snowing
hay
where
and
we-
was perfectly fine.
Yeah, it could be just a big thing of snow you landed in, right? It's
Or,
a
you know-
snowy mountain.
Well, you know what? If he saw him get featherfalled, he's a spellcaster who can featherfall himself.
Right.
True.
All right.
Except that he doesn't. Well, you're talking about Satio?
No, Balfo
No,
was a
no.
spellcaster.
Ballsack
Yeah, he
could
doesn't
have
have
featherfalled
featherfall though.
himself.
Does the other dude know that?
I don't know if you know that. As a matter of fact, I know you don't know that.
Well, I know, but like people don't necessarily know what I have prepared at any given encounter.
Exactly my point.
So
It's something you prepare when you rest. So
it stands
Right.
to reason that
He
what's
could
his
have.
face McGee, the
Yeah, he probably would have
shapeshifter,
assumed that
would-
Ballsack is going to
Okay,
save
so-
himself.
I'm gonna have to write a translator for the website.
I know. True.
Change
That's
face
my fault.
McGee is
Yeah, right.
Satio Redere. Okay.
Santiago Redere.
The
okay, so
changeling
Ballsack is easy
who
to figure
helped
out, though.
Oh, my
Ballsack,
goodness.
who is Balfaselic, escaped from a place and having taken Temple Daddy.
Yep. And we got to save
Prisoner.
the hostages from Hot Veg.
So I am going to take my spoon, tie a string on either end of it, put the spoon in Baltha's mouth, and tie it around the back of his head. And then I point to the penny, I point to Baltha, and then I signal my friends for a little powwow in the corner.
All right.
Cool.
I powwow.
I'll walk away at that point.
Nice.
I sit down cross-legged.
I just love that I'm threatening him with a spoon. Anyway,
It's a multi-use spoon.
guys,
You are
If
the
we-
tick.
if we get
Boom!
if we get Baltha to get his friend to meet him at a tavern to extricate him from the city, we could have 2 prisoners.
Hey, we're familiar with one of the taverns too.
Yeah. So what do you say? Is that should we do that?
I mean, any time that we could get one in the hand as good as 2 in the bush. I've never understood that particular proverb, but it feels attemplative right now.
Should we have him meet us at a tavern or at sorry, I forget the word for the thing. The place where you fell through the roof, RKM.
Oh,
The
That was
harbor
a different
master.
city.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know
We're
what?
in a
His
different
that
city
lover,
from that,
city?
though.
Okay.
his lover. Oh,
Because the thing is, he fell
Fine.
proximate to the tower.
Yeah.
Right. So we need to have him,
He
be
seems
picked up
close.
somewhere near
Right.
the
He would
tower.
go somewhere as close to there as possible that would
Yeah.
be able for him to get out.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
God, can we see the world map?
We can absolutely do that.
God, can you port us out of here?
Yeah. Computer.
Computer.
Compliant.
compliance.
Oh, come on, Matt. You got to know that one. Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah.
Compliance.
Or if you happen to watch Vampires of Vitae, which is more important than Flight of the Navigator.
Well, at this point, yes.
The voice just reminded me of the fitness cram pacer test.
Nice.
Okay.
Reference.
Rockham knows where he is
Like,
because he knows where he is.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
So where are we currently? Let me
So-
You are at the temple in the northwest.
All right. Temple
So I
Northwest. So
fell
we are
through
here.
So
the
to give
roof
you
in
some reference
Salvels.
points, you went from Balthorpe, where you replaced.
All right, there's a car alarm going off out front. I had to make sure it wasn't mine.
Okay.
Fair.
And then you flew to the Northwest Temple where
Yep.
Agnon is the caretaker.
Temple Daddy.
Yes.
Not that I think like a crook at all, but if I was going to do this and I had to fall my way down this temple, we've said that he has one feather fall, so that means that if he's a pretty good wizard of some sort, he'd have a couple of them, so he could spelunk his ass down this entire temple, and then get to the river. And then what my thoughts is here, if I was a crook,
Yeah, because
I'd meet
Featherfall's only first level.
yes, I would meet you if I was trying to meet somebody at this bridge I'm highlighting.
They were
So-
in Caswick. Because
Right.
even if he fell at the bottom of the temple and like made a raft or something, he would go downriver.
Right, like, that's what I'm thinking. So he'd go downriver, he would use the river, then he wouldn't want to meet in the town because that would be then he'd have to get into the town. So
Yeah.
I would meet at this universal crossroads, which would be the bridge above the river.
That works.
That's a
that-
good
He would
thought.
only need one feather fall though, because it's
yeah, you could wait till
technically
the end.
it would allow you to fall 600 feet safely.
Yeah, you could wait to the end and then pop it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
that's
you could
within the
technically
realm
wait
of
till the last 20
that-
or 10 feet.
yeah. So then, exactly right. You'd get into the river, not have to travel much faster, going with the current. Current has to go out to sea, so we know which way the river flows. And I would meet up here if I was a crook.
And
around
we
the
know
river
he
beds.
has suffered from shrinkage
This is true.
because it's a cold river coming from the icy
It
mountains.
is coming from the ice, and that's also why he
Football
wouldn't
sack.
go north. He wouldn't go north because it would be cold and hard to survive. He would go southern. He'd go southern.
Ballsack does not want to go with the shrinkage.
Nope.
What's
Wants to get
a
away from it.
Ballsack survivalist rule?
Well, it'd just be smart.
God.
God.
My guess is not good.
So, what do you mean survivalist role?
Oh, he's being funny.
Survival
He
with
was
the
being
wisdom.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Oh,
it
if
was
he
good.
had, if he actually did this,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Gus would live.
yeah.
I would just tumble down the down mountain.
Ridley may not.
Whoa.
Do a header, huh?
Oh yeah.
Just, just
Okay.
rage
I
all the
can
way
hear
down.
Gus now.
Whoa!
Woohoo!
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And so, what are you instructing Balfa to
Bal-
send?
Okay, is that bridge known colloquially as anything? Temple Daddy, is this bridge known anything colloquially? It
It's a
probably would be, right?
Bridge to Coswick.
All right. Well, I'd say meet me at the bridge of Caswicks. I'll have
Under the
escapes.
bridge to Caswicks.
There we go.
Yeah, but don't say it the way Gus says it.
What? No S's?
No,
Oh,
Gus, you are a special individual.
I'd like to consider myself high society.
Easily identifiable.
Yes, you are an individual.
You leave an impression, is all they're trying to say.
Well, I usually do when I sit in couches.
Well, yes.
How
Okay.
do you find a unique bunny? Unique up.
Unique
on it.
upon it. Oh,
Exactly.
how do you
Gus,
catch us?
you are unique.
Okay. So we're gonna tell Mr. Balfa to tell the shapeshifter guy to meet him at the bridge to Caswick. We will be hiding out right around nearby, and we'll tie him to the bridge so he can't go anywhere.
Well, right
I
on a
wouldn't.
leash.
I wouldn't bring him. I would let Ridley dress up.
Yep. That's actually quite a good idea. Tick.
Baltha,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
don't say exactly what we're telling you to,
Max
not
pulls
gonna
out a
make it.
pistol
Hot
and
spoon.
I've got my sword.
I'm
To his
clear on the
jugular.
threat.
Max
You'll
has a
melt me,
pistol in his face.
Hurt me, stab me, and shoot me.
Yes.
And then I'll get a turn.
You will die many, many different ways.
Yes.
And we do not have a cleric to bring you back.
But I do have a
Yes,
spoon.
we don't.
Perhaps we should.
Yet.
I know healing word.
Said the
I know
bishop.
he
There
is.
you go.
Said the
See?
bishop of the temple.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could
I
bring you
think this
back.
is a decent plan.
Yeah.
And
All right, so
uh,
he says, "All right, I'll do it."
You want
I
any
remove the
chance
spoon
of
from his mouth.
surviving
25 words.
all of this.
Way.
Oh dear God.
Satio,
you woman.
I used Featherfall and got away. Can you meet me at the bridge to Caswick in the morning? Under the bridge. I need to get away. They're looking for me. And he just looks kind of terrified while he's waiting. And then you see him kind of listen to something you can't hear.
Oop.
I said what I said. You heard me.
Detect
What?
thoughts? Question mark.
He's surprised and a little afraid of being killed.
Oh, me
Okay.
a little.
What
He's-
did he say to you back?
Yeah.
He
Also-
said, "Don't go to the bridge. They'll be patrolling.
Okay.
Head to Carburum. I'll meet you at the Coliseum in the office."
Carverin. That would take days for him to walk.
Coliseum.
Yeah, I see it.
It's
Oh, see him. I barely know him.
yeah, it's a long walk. It would be at least 2-3 days.
Even
No,
longer
that-
on a broken leg.
That joke actually is Coliseum. No, he's behind something.
Oh,
I really thought the message was pick me up at the bridge. This is not a trap.
All right. So
well, you know what? If it's going to take a few days for him to walk, then we could take a long rest, ride over in a cart, and then walk the last day.
We could take our ship over in a couple of hours.
True.
Yeah, but that's too ostentatious.
it is an airship. There isn't a lot of them. We found that out on the island nation. But a
Couldn't we just
regular
sail
ship,
down the river?
Hold on, a regular ship is.
You
Thank
absolutely
That's what I'm
Very
saying.
good, Raj.
Our ship
Yeah.
is still a ship. It could sail down the river and
Hell yeah.
everything.
And
And just
I'm a hell of a pilot when it comes to water.
it
Yeah.
would take you
The Air Genasi.
I am yeah,
about
good with background in sailor.
if walking would take 3 days, and that's hard. Like he would have to stay off the road, so it's not exactly easy walking, but it would take him about 3 days to walk it. You would be able to sail it in like a long day.
Right.
Okay.
So-
So that
Flight,
gives us
flight
time
would take
for
6 hours. Sailing would take about 24.
So what we should do, my guess,
Like water, and it's
we
plenty
should-
wide to sail down that in your ship.
so from like here to here on the map. Well, it's not letting me point.
To Carver.
point of order. How did you make Giant Hand arrive on map?
What do you mean?
That was awesome.
You
Yeah.
mean?
What is
use
that?
X.
X.
Yeah, you press X and you just point.
I know a new thing now.
Oh, yeah, it's not-
All right.
my
so
pointing is not pointing, but it's okay.
as you were saying.
DM, what's the distance between the eastmost little inlet out to the water and the city itself?
What?
I wish my pointing would work, but
Okay,
Yeah,
each
but that's-
hex is
Yeah, that's only using
each
5
hex is
foot
about 30
squares.
miles.
each hex is 30 miles.
Right. So you
that's
could
not quite-
sail
just about
a lot faster
90 to
and you
120.
could yeah.
So my thinking is that what we would want to do is we would want to sail out into the water, disembark outside of the city, like 30 miles outside of the city should be out of ice, you know.
Yeah, I'm with
visuals.
you.
Line of sight.
and then
yeah.
and then come in like this, like come out one of these tributaries and just be like poop.
Yeah, and
so
then,
you're
and then
saying
catch the road
fly
from the
south,
north coming in.
enter the water, sail into Carburum.
Yeah.
Well, no, we'd
No,
moor
he's saying-
outside of the city.
Yeah, he's saying like dock the ship several miles outside of the city and then walk in.
Oh.
Yeah,
Saying like
because
land-
he might be watching the entrances to the city, and
Like
if they see
here.
us landing in our big
Also,
ostentatious ship,
Temple Daddy, do you have connections in Carveram? Do we have connections in Carveram
Reliable connections.
I don't think I've been there yet.
that we could reach?
Carburum is kind of a trade city. Now there's always a Temple of Kutho, but leadership changes and there would be no bishop. It would just be, acolytes and priests. Priests would be in charge with acolytes running the smaller temple in the smaller cities.
I wonder if our rogue has any criminal connections in the city.
So if
You
you
So
were
roll
to,
a history check. Roger, what's your background?
background
Urchin
was
or-
faceless.
Oh. There would you want to make your roll. You know that there's usually like some place where rogues and thieves can't are marked in the city, whether it's in a speakeasy or a clubhouse or an underground. It varies by city, but you're pretty confident there would be something where you could get information that the populace would not be able to.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
But,
I mean,
absolutely.
You've seen signs in other places with thieves can't. You
Yeah,
just-
Ridley's been around.
Yeah,
He's not a young guy. He's elf. So, but he would ask the Temple Daddy. So, if you were to say increase our badges to like a gold, would that get us more ability to maneuver around the city?
Yeah, more access.
We did bring you Ballsack.
well, okay. Let me explain something. You're not getting gold badges.
Rude.
You
Others starts walking away.
have
Exactly. No.
you have found artificially silver badges, which I may look the other way because
That's
they're
not artificial.
No, we got promoted.
Yeah, we were actually
no,
promoted.
but what you've
There was a level
done
of
on the
noise and
back,
everything.
what you've done on the back of them.
Oh well,
Mm.
that's not. That was
We had to.
so that we could access to get a hold of Ballsack.
Fair enough. It may come in useful, is my point, in the future. This
Also,
back of the badge. So
Also, I mean,
not,
we-
even if I could, I would not promote you so that you may use, if needed, the back of that badge to access other people in whatever this network or
Okay, I have a counterpoint.
organization-
We
I have
did
a
it
counterpoint
once.
to that. If I were to say forge a higher level badge,
Theoretically.
would I be reprimanded or
No, you would just be put to death.
Well, that's not what I was going for. If it's for the greater good, if we're doing it for your mission,
I understand, but I'm informing you, if you're caught with a gold badge, which is only for bishops, you will be put to death if you are found with them.
But
There's only so,
So,
many.
So as
uh,
long as I'm not caught, I'll be okay.
Think
is
about
what
it like
you're saying.
cardinals. Like there's
But
only
guys,
so
As
many
long
cardinals.
as I'm not caught.
but Mr. You
It's
know,
legal.
So
Mr. Change
the
Face
bishop
McGee
reports to a
knows
cardinal,
knows what we look
and
like.
then
If
there's
we
one
roll
temple
in-
leader.
If we roll in all fancy and ostentatious with gold badges, he's gonna know that we're in the city if he sees us. We got to be incognitus.
So maybe we go back to the bronze badges.
Nah, just don't wear the badges while we do this mission.
Well, I mean, we generally
Slip 'em inside out.
keep them hidden.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think let's moor here, walk in from there, you know, go like
So
bleep bleep.
if we went in and I looked all wrinkly and shriveled like ball sack.
Go on.
We're children.
Do you think that
And he's looking at you like,
No,
well,
not
do you
that
think that
old.
we would be received better if I walked in as a ball sack like this dick wrinkle here?
all right. Wait a
Um,
second. Let's,
and you were my retinue.
I don't think that's gonna work, brother.
Does Balsac have a retinue?
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
he's
No,
I mean,
he was a pirate whose job was to basically rape and pillage the land and get other people to do his dirty work by any means necessary.
And perhaps we all dress up as different people.
Yeah.
We don't want to go in as us. We don't want to go in as him.
I'm a little hard to hide, guys.
You could just be.
Don't
a
worry,
tiny-
I've got a lot of makeup.
Look,
A lot of
the,
makeup.
the bishop speaks up. You can do what you want. As much as I appreciate your work, in the broader land, luckily, other than a few exceptions of people that maybe saw you in Formac, which is kind of an isolating fishing village,
Yeah.
and
were
the
quite
fact
awesome.
that they've seen you in a remote Dwarven village. But it's not as if all these people communicate. I mean, we don't know, but
We're just worried about the one guy.
correct.
So
And
around here.
and Balfa raises his hand.
Yeah, go on.
So he said to meet him at the Coliseum in the office, but
Does that mean something else?
if you, yeah, it's not the office. The office is a tavern right next to the Coliseum.
These are better.
I got an
That's
idea.
good.
So
We could be
what
making
the
a beer
joke is they
delivery.
always go to the office after work.
Yep.
Mm.
All right.
What
yeah.
if what
Arthur.
if Ridley disguises himself as Baltha and the rest of us go in under the guise of making a liquor delivery?
Arthur, could we
But they
possibly
don't-
use that
Oh,
zone of
at the-
truth?
But the owner of
That
the
you
place
talked
will
about?
know that you're not there for liquor
Yeah.
delivery.
I'm
Again-
I'm whispering to Arthur.
Yeah,
I don't know why Balfa's trying to help you. He's trying to live.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I guess I can either cast Stone of Truth or try to tell if he's lying, whichever is more useful. But it seems
It's your guys' call.
That's the best thing I can think of to find out if he's lying. Because if
That's
there
fine.
is actually an office in the Coliseum that we're supposed to meet him at, and he's telling us to go to this this tavern instead, then we're gonna get fucked. But if we don't believe him and it actually is the tavern and not an office, then we're gonna get fucked. So
No, I
Well,
agree. I'll cast Stone of
uh,
Truth because we'll probably be taking a long rest on the boat anyway.
Well, can I insight it?
Well, if we're getting Zone of Truth, you don't need to.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was just trying to save the spell slot.
What's the DC on that?
15 charisma.
oath is not a problem.
Oh, charisma. Yikes. All right, I'm gonna go back to the Cyclops so I can roll. If you guys don't mind.
It
I
need
cast
to-
Bane
No, no
before.
problem. Rockham, I like your idea.
Thank you.
Double down.
The rest
Zone
of you
of
are
Truth
all over
and
the boat.
insight?
So. Oh no, we're in the tower. I'm sorry. Never
No,
mind.
we're in the boat. We're headed to the place.
Right, but I need to be able to.
The plan is becoming a thing.
Yeah,
I'm-
but we're still in the tower asking all these questions and stuff because Temple Daddy's still with us.
Right. So my apologies. Okay. And you know whether they fail or not. I know the spell. Why didn't it show up? Oh. It automatically rolls private. I'll display.
Maybe it's because we're still on the ship.
No, we're in the
I
tower.
didn't see. Oh, okay. I didn't see. it
He
change.
failed.
There you go.
Nice.
Now,
All right.
hold on. Everyone else gets to choose whether to roll or just choose to fail.
I choose to fail.
Yeah, I got no problem telling the truth.
Yeah, there's nothing for us to hide from each
You
other.
honestly
I'll fail.
want to know something? Ask.
I'm gonna roll just because it's funny. Yeah.
Okay, you fail
I
as
also
well
have to roll.
if you don't want to tell the truth, or if you want to potentially not.
Well, it's its own spell. I think he's immune from it.
Oh, right. Is it? I don't know if that's true.
Hold on.
I don't think there's any verbiage on that.
A creature that enters the spell area or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw on fail. So I don't think it differentiates between hostile or caster.
Yeah,
or
it's
anything
anyone
like
in
that.
range.
Hmm.
Okay. So he goes,
I failed, FYI.
okay. What questions you're asking?
Is everything you've told us so far true?
Well, define when.
Within the how long has it been since he fell out of the sky?
The last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
within the last 10 minutes.
To the best of my knowledge. Yes.
Did he tell us about the stuff in? I don't really want to say hot badge, but I don't know what it's called. So
Oh,
What you've
the
done.
change face McGee.
Lavage.
yeah, did he tell us about that? Because I was going to ask about that too. I can't remember.
Yes.
About the what?
Havage.
About the prisoner situation in Havage.
Oh.
That was
No,
way
that was,
before 10 minutes.
That was the king.
Yeah, I
told us
was, but I was going to ask about it if he was
Yeah.
the one that talked to us about it. My thought process is
He was not.
asking such a broad question. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, so then everything you
So
said so
the-
far has been true.
So what you've told us about the tavern next to the Coliseum is
There is a tavern called the Office. They think it's a clever name. It is near the Coliseum in Carburum, the southern city to our south.
It's a pretty clever name.
Will Setio have guards with him?
I don't know, but I doubt it.
He
Changelings
trusts you.
Well, I don't know who he'll look like, but
So
he'll know me.
Do you
Oh,
know
you-
anything else about that you haven't told us yet about the organization that you're a part of?
Oh, good one, Colin.
I know that. It's a great question.
Yes, it is. That's an awesome fucking question.
So thinking. Yeah, he says I told you about Satio and I told you about Krusk. But I did overhear once overhearing the name Colpa.
Copa.
Colpa, Colpa. But I don't know. I just heard that when I was,
Passing. Cool.
well, you know, Satio being a changeling, sometimes he comes up and tells me, "Hey, it's me." We have a code.
What is the code?
When we're if we see people and well, at least Satio, I know when a changeling approaches me, he asks if hey, could I buy you an ale? And he goes, no, I prefer wine.
Oh. It's
And that's how we know.
All right. I'd like you to look deep into your soul. Would someone like the person who just tried to rescue you or use important enoughs to try to rescue you again? Honestly.
I made them a lot of money. And
That's
they-
enough for a lot of peoples.
and Satio, we were going to take your ship so we could, go get our money and
Oh,
go start rebuilding.
can Santio get your money without use? Or you're the key to that particular locks?
He could get it
Mm.
because he
What
could
would-
he could look like me.
Oh,
So you're expendable.
Oh, where would he get the money from?
So there is an actual office at the Coliseum,
hmm.
and there's a well-guarded cash counting because there's a lot of gambling at the Coliseum. It's also adjacent to the casino. So that's where we siphon a lot of cash for funding our services. And I imagine other things.
I got an interesting question for you since you can only tell us the truth. It appears that you're in this for the monies and the prestige. You all got this right so far.
Yes.
There's a lot of pieces upon this board. Not all of it seems to be profitable. Do you know what the underlying idea of your organization is? It seems to be quite a lot of efforts just to get a few measly coins.
Good point.
Gus isn't as dumb as he lets people think he is.
Has it been 10 minutes yet? No.
DM is trying to escape this line of questioning.
Welcome to the table. Oh.
Don't you worry, Michael. I
can
got
tell
more
you,
spell
I know,
slots.
I know it's not all about money. And I know there's a reason that people in the temple are trying to stop this investigation. All this was to kill people like you. And you escaped death several times.
As you got your ship. Oh.
Hey guys, why don't we have him when we're a day out tell Mr. McChangey Face to get the money and then meet him. He will show up disguised as Baltha at the actual office with the money. Right?
Unless he just changes after changelings.
I have a
can
quick
change
question for
as an
Baltha
action.
before the Zone of Truth ends. What do you mean, people like you?
Like investigators. We don't want. The temple doesn't want this whole investigation happening. Someone triggered it, and they're trying to stop it by making examples and bribing and blackmailing people to find out where you are and kill you.
Oh, wow. So we're actually a threat. That's cool. That's interesting.
All investigators
Yeah.
are.
So, yeah, right.
But you,
Also,
but you
do you
have
believe-
proven to be persistently alive.
All right,
Alpha,
to
do
call
you
that
believe-
We're annoying like
resilience.
that, aren't we?
Well, that's an interesting philosophical question when it
I was
comes
gonna
to
say,
me. Actually,
Why am I so bad?
Balfa, do you believe that you're a good person?
Ooh. That's
Discuss.
an interesting question. Yes, exactly, Mandy.
I don't think-
I'm not meant for this.
If you're asking me about philosophy, I don't believe good and evil. I believe in winning and losing.
You believe your actions are righteous. I'll rephrase.
I don't believe in righteousness.
No, I think that that's good. We know he just wants money and power. He wants a cushy job at the end, and he wants money right now. He wants a bed full of wenches and step on some coins when he wakes up in the morning. Like, that's cool. That's an easy villain to work with. The problem that we don't know is who, because that makes sense for him. But to infiltrate the temple, you don't do that to make coin. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of other ways to steal shit.
but he didn't infiltrate the temple. He got hired by someone in the
Yeah,
temple.
exactly. He's the spleen. It's unnecessary.
Yeah,
He's the
somebody's
fucking
playing a
gravy.
bigger game. This guy's just in it for the
Yeah,
money.
this guy's in it for the money. That's
At this
cool. So
point-
the information. we know- Yeah, Raj, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I'm going to take my blade,
Kill him.
and I'm not going to kill him.
I need his voice.
We already have his voice. I'm going to stab him in the throat so he can no longer speak.
Okay.
Whoa.
in
I'm
a
not trying to kill
non-deadly
him.
manner.
Are you
I'm
talking
just
about
trying to
trick-
stab him in the throat so he can no longer speak.
So you're
Remove
giving
his-
him a
His ability to speak,
you're giving you a
He's
tracheotomy?
removing- Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, remove it. Well, you know, if
That
you go
was
like this, you
it.
can whistle.
A
Bad
laryngectomy.
taste.
Roll a medicine check.
Good call, deep God.
Can I help and say, yeah, hit him right there? and
I
like
get advantage
point to
for
a
that?
spot in his neck.
you're the one performing the laryngectomy. Let's see what you come up with. Okay, so
When he does this, can I cast heat metal on just the end of his sword to cauterize the
Oh,
wound?
so it cauterizes it. Oh, that's awesome.
So he's sitting there talking to you, telling the truth, and all of a sudden, I can't.
So he can no longer cast spells that have verbal components.
It's going to hurt.
But I've heard his voice enough. I can replicate it. Rockham can replicate it.
I didn't say that.
Well,
I have a spoon. Can the
or
spoon replicate it?
no,
try to
no,
perform.
it was Arthur can replicate the voice.
I can I can do the performance check. I can't
Yeah,
I don't
I-
have anything
I
that's like
can-
straight mimic, but
I can.
I would say that. I mean, you have
I
to
have a
sing
question about
songs.
sentence.
You have to act as different voices to pay different, different lyrics from different races. Like a Dorva song sounds very different than a Elven song, different
Sure.
than a Tiefling song.
Mhm.
Like, Irish, Irish sounds different than Scottish. And you're an expert at emulating accents and voices.
excellent.
So I would say that a performance, well, it's not technically part
Are
of
we
that.
getting a
Like
long rest?
you could
before-
try to emulate a voice.
Are we getting a
also,
long rest before this
I
happens?
do know that I thought there was something in Artificer or something where you can like record or play back.
Maybe not yet.
Um,
I don't know.
it
that
is
that's
a
a high enough
magical
level.
tinkering thing.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's
It's a 6-second
high
message
level
on a
thing.
tinkered object.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't record him
But-
before we muted him.
If Arthur can do the performance to pass for the voice, if we're going to get a long rest before we go there, before we actually get there, it's going to be more than 8 hours, then I can get expertise in the makeup kit or disguise kit, and I could do a disguise for him, and I could disguise Arthur instead of myself.
Good idea.
Yeah.
How are you going to hide the horns with a disguise kit?
Hood.
Hat or hood.
Mhm.
Hat or hood? Okay.
Paint them to blend in with the background. It's all good.
Invisible ink.
Green screen?
Invisible ink.
Green screen. There you go. I cast green screen. Awesome, Mandy.
Oh,
I can
my
just do
God.
charm person. These are not the horns you're looking for.
Yeah, because I can change my expertise every day with a long rest.
Wow.
So
It's a
Arthur-
part of my Shatter Kai faceless rogue shadow thing.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, the
So
shit I
Arthur
can do.
Arthur tries to mimic Balsa. Fuck. You know what I mean.
Ball sack.
Yeah, Balsac. Arthur tries to
sorry,
mimic Balsac.
sorry, Michael. That's all my fault.
Arthur tries to mimic Balsac as like a practice run, and is like, so, guys, like, I'm just in it for the money, and I don't really know what's going on, but I do like money.
Okay.
Sounds really good to me.
Let's see the performance.
It's like,
Sounds-
you can't do this
18,
anymore. You sure you
damn.
can't do this anymore?
And
Sorry?
even
You sure you can't do this
even
anymore?
Nope.
even Balfa goes,
Don't sound like
Not anymore, you
Not
don't.
anymore, Dick Wrinkle. You're no longer a ball sack. You're a Dick Wrinkle.
No, poor man. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this
now
is
he's
what I
still
know.
tied, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Um,
We got him back into the stocks.
while he's in the stocks and his hands out, I was like, "Hey!" And I take out the helm that we found in the chest in the ship,
Oh God.
and I just say, "Hey,
Yeah.
can you pass attunement of this to me, please? Just touch it."
I can't.
Touch it.
No voice.
No, you just have to touch me. It's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't require a verbal component.
Apparently, the Zone of Truth is expired.
Mm.
Arthur casts Zone of Truth again.
And the bishop goes, so you have uncovered a helmet of control.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Where did you
that's
find
what's-
that?
It was in Baltha's chest in his ship that we blew up.
But
Hmm.
it is ours.
It's
It's
too
mine
bad
now.
that you blew
Finders
that up.
keepers.
No, I
But
mean,
how
could have been
how would
useful.
you? You're telling me your ship is equipped with navigation equipment that can be controlled by that helmet?
Yep.
Yeah, we could go into space.
We honestly got it from somebody who was really bad at cheating.
I mean, have you seen this ship? It's pretty cool.
I have not, despite the fact that I have helped you a lot, and vice versa. I've never been invited.
No, I mean, I'll put up my elbows.
Gus,
Yep. Yes.
don't do that.
What do you mean? He's simple daddy.
Don't do that. Please, Gus.
Oh, well, I'll put my elbow down. I'll do, I'll like, I like Riley quite a bit, and he just keep me in lines. So I'll put back down my elbows.
Yeah, after we
I don't-
capture
I don't really think you need to examine our ship first. I think we need to complete this mission and get paid for it.
and you know what? We'll give you a tour of the ship after we capture Change Face McGee over there.
Is there a reason you don't want me to see your ship?
Just private.
Has nothing to the fact that I don't trust you.
Yeah. It's
Right.
work-life balance. We got to keep some things separate.
I
Work-life
honestly
balance.
don't.
Did you told the bishop you don't trust him?
Yeah.
No, wait. Well,
We've
I mean,
been fooled by one bishop already. Let us complete this mission.
We'll take you on a joyride.
You see the
and
biggest
we'll have a little
like
more trust for
puppy.
you.
You see the biggest puppy eyes like ever, and Gus is like, I don't know who to believe anymore.
Gus turns into Puss from Puss in Boots
Yeah.
with the big eyes.
Is he Gus in
Anime eyes.
Boots?
I like my some tipple daddy.
Gus,
Okay, all shit in the corner quiet like.
stick with us, buddy.
All right.
Hey, as far
You'll
as
be all
Temple
right.
Daddy is concerned, we saved his life twice. I don't think he wants to lie to us.
Oh, can you talk to Gus for us?
Gust?
Yes.
Yes? What's going on, friend?
Can,
I don't know anymore.
can you keep him in line with us?
Am I the
please?
spy?
Now let's
No, you're okay. Don't even worry.
Good for whiles. I thought I was a bad guy.
I gotta
I'm
go
just
for.
pat
I
your
gotta
head.
go
I'm
for his
just gonna
best
go
friend.
over and hug Oops.
I don't think we should antagonize the Temple Daddy. He has not given us active reason to not trust him.
Rockham,
Well,
I'm not trying to
But
antagonize
you
him,
have finally,
but we've been fooled once.
and this makes me more confident. You might have what it takes to survive, to actually
Gold badges,
find out what's going
baby.
on.
Yes, I'm looking for gold badge.
Have a great trip.
I don't know
Oh,
what's
but,
going on. Oops.
I'm going to suggest, though,
It's okay.
that you remain silent with Krusk and let me do some investigation.
That
That
makes
works for me.
sense. Rockham, are you on board with this?
Yeah, I
No
just
more
want
messages?
to be able
No
to wear
more
my new
messages
hat.
to Baguette.
No more messages to Baguette. I just want to wear my new hat.
Okay. Well, as you prepare to head out, he says, thank you for having the temerity to not only save me, but bring this guy to justice. Shall I keep an eye on him, or are you taking him with you?
Kill him if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, keep an eye on him.
If the party will
I
indulge
think it might
me,
be better if we take him with us. I'm still not 100% sure on the Temple Daddy thing
Ooh, have
because
you
we've
ever
been
tasted
fooled
human
once
flesh?
already. It was
one
it
time
was-
it was pretty disgusting.
yeah, it was Ballsack and Temple Daddy were together before.
I mean, I've been a guy.
That wasn't Temple Daddy. That was Change Face McGee.
How do we know this is Temple Daddy?
Oob wants to pull out the Wand of Wonder and play Russian roulette with Balfa. No, yeah, Balfa.
Okay, roll.
Oh,
Hang on, let me find my thing.
I've got it. Roll.
53.
53.
I don't know what that means yet.
Um, he grows into a large Balfacelic.
Oh,
He is
No.
grown
oh, what the fuck are you doing?
as an
No.
enlarged spell.
No.
He and as
As it's-
since he is bound, it cuts off the circulation, and his hands are severed as he grows, and he starts
I'm fine with
bleeding
that.
as he's this large. He goes,
Are you fucking doing?
I grab a torch and
and he's got
I
stumps.
sear each of his stumps.
You light
So
a
he
torch
doesn't
and
bleed
sear
out.
them.
Yeah, so he doesn't bleed out. And I know I don't have to listen to him
Yeah,
scream,
yeah.
so I'm happy.
Yeah, right. Gus is crawling over to Tick.
Yeah.
Are we the good guys, Tick?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore either.
Gus,
We're the good
I was
Last
guys.
never.
question.
I was never actually gonna heat metal on him, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
So,
I kept him from
I love
dying.
it.
Come on now.
and the bishop looks at you guys like, "Wow,
Whoa.
your same puppy dog face is on.
Well, we don't have to worry about him casting spells now.
I guess we took care
we
of that
still-
problem.
well,
Oob is
yeah.
laughing maniacally in the corner.
He can't talk. He can't. He doesn't
It-
have
it
hands
lasts
to
1
use,
minute.
So
and then he shrinks back to the normal size, and he's got basically stumps.
Jesus.
Quick, Ridley, tie him up at the elbows.
I look him straight in the eyes and tell him,
with that,
"This is what happens
we're
when
gonna
you're a
head to
dick
next
wrinkle."
session. And we'll pick
Jesus
up with the
Christ.
travel next week.
Thanks, Mandy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I gotta throw that chaos in somewhere.
Oh my God.
Guys,
Happy
did we just
Sunday.
commit a war
oh,
crime?
that's awesome.
I think we just committed a war. I think we just committed several war crimes.
yeah, Gus is so brutal.
That's fine.
It's
fine.
okay.
Who doesn't commit
Ridley
war
tells
crimes?
everybody it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've got it under control.
My goodness. All right, guys. See you next week.
That
I'll
was
see you
ridiculous.
tomorrow.
Guys, I don't